Hello everyone! Welcome to another dating video. Hi, it's been a minute. Get ready with me. There have been reasons, but the main one just being reasons, I guess. There's more than one reason, okay? If you are new to these videos though, I don't really talk about the products I'm using. I mean, I doubt that's why anyone would be coming to this video, but I'll be talking more about dating and just how I have been doing in general personally. If you can't tell from my skin, stressed. I certainly have been stressed. Oh, these monsters, they hurt so bad, and the fact that I haven't been like picking huge craters into my face I think is great. So yay. I've got a lot of scarring going on, some actual zits going on. I just am stressed in general, but hey, I'm going on a date today. Let's not be stressed about that. It's not possible for me. Blame my actual anxiety disorders or whatever, but I can't not be anxious about this sort of thing. I mean, a lot of times, even with my good friends, I get anxious about going and hanging out sometimes because my brain is not nice to myself sometimes and will beat myself up. Like, ooh, why would they want to hang out with you? Well, you know, they invited me to hang out, so they clearly want to. Like, that's wee fun, anxiety, depression. It's such a great thing. Like, am I actually talking about dating? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been a long time since I've sat down and done one of these videos. Mainly because I have been, you know, moving. I've also been ill. I think those are the main things. And then the fact that I'm ill and I need surgery, or I'm getting surgery, I guess. I don't know, maybe I could live without getting surgery, but I think it's highly suggested that I don't because it could lead to death. It's not guaranteed. I know a lot of people say, Cassie, you are so exaggerating about gallbladders and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, it's something that can kill people. That's scary to me. I don't know. I try not to exaggerate with health and that sort of a thing, but you know, if you want to think I'm exaggerating, you can think that. You're allowed to have your own opinions. But so since I am having surgery, you know, it's like I'm trying to prep and get ahead of things on my videos so that I actually can have everything ready so that I can go like a week without needing to, definitely not need to film. But it would also be nice if I wouldn't have to edit, if I could just have a week where I could just relax and recover type of thing. I mean, editing wouldn't be the worst thing a couple days after surgery from what they say surgery recovery is like. There's so many discrepancies in what people say for recovery time. Some people say, you know, oh, in 2 days you'll be feeling great and just like normal. And then there's people who are like, nope, it'll take at least 2 weeks. And so I'm like, oh, you know, I guess everyone's different. We'll just have to wait and see. But so I just have been busy with like life stuff, I guess. And so I haven't really been thinking about dating. And then, you know, there'll be the random nights where I just go on Bumble because I'm bored and I want to see what's out there. So like watching TV, swiping and thinking, okay, I'm not going to match with anybody. I'm looking to see what's out there, like I said. And then I end up matching with people and I'm like, that's weird. But then, you know, I'll go to bed and then the next day be like, well, am I actually interested in any of these people? And then there'll be a couple where I'm like, oh no, I could actually, you know, maybe this person would be good for me. You know, at least worth a shot. And much of the time on Bumble, I really do. I think a lot of the time, I could be wrong, but I think guys just swipe right on everybody just to see who will contact them, you know? And then they choose whether or not they want to message you back, which is really annoying to me, you know, to put time into thinking of a semi-thoughtful opener, starter. It's not like I go super in depth or anything with my first thing, but I try to be a little witty, or I try to link it back to them, you know. If like this guy that I'm going on a date with today, a lot of his pictures were him like on hikes or like in scenic type pictures. So I asked where his favorite place to hike was. I try to make it more personable than like a hey, you know? I don't know if that actually helps my odds or anything, but you know, can't say I didn't try. Anyways, so there was one guy that I was talking to, and he just, I don't know, all of a sudden just like kind of fell off the face of the earth, and I haven't heard from him. But then when I messaged him, and it was like, you know, we're talking every day, and he's like super messaging me a lot, like initiating it and all that. So I'm like, okay, clearly this guy's interested, and he like asked me out, but then he apparently got sick, and so we had to reschedule, and then I was moving and blah 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 blah. It just never worked out, and then I just like didn't hear from him. And so I messaged him and I'm like, hey, are you just like not interested? Which is totally fine. He's like, no, I've just been busy and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not gonna show any interest, then neither am I. You know what I mean? And so then I matched with this guy that I'm going on a date with, and he was like super Mr. Initiative, which I am so attracted to. I don't know if it's like as like a cause and effect type of a thing, like because so many guys I feel like nowadays won't take the initiative, that it's made it so that guys that do take the initiative, I'm like, oh my god, yes, come here. Yeah, I also do think, I think I've mentioned this before, but I do think it's pretty true that like how people are in like real life, or like for their job or whatever, they're the opposite in a relationship. Like me, I'm my boss, I do my own thing, like I'm very opinionated and you know, all that stuff. But when it comes to relationships, I don't want, it's not that I don't want to do any of the work, I just find it very attractive, and I like it when the guy takes the initiative and takes the reins and, you know, does a lot of the deciding. I don't know, I don't want it to come off as like I enjoy not having an opinion in a relationship and I like to just sit back. You know, that's not at all what I'm saying. I really like it when I don't have to make all the decisions. Yeah, does that make sense? I don't like it when guys are wishy-washy. Oh, I don't know. No, tell me what you want to do. Tell me where you want to go eat. Tell me where you know, I don't want to always have to be the one like, well, how about here or here? How about this and this? Like, I have to do that enough in my job and everything. I don't want to have to do it dating too. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I don't have any problem with planning a date 50-50, you know? I'll do it sometimes, that's fine. Because I have my own interests and whatnot too. So if I see there's like a museum exhibit or something, I'll be like, hey, you wanna go? Okay, anyways. I'm also just like so, I don't think I really finished what I was saying there. But basically, you know, we had a really quick back and forth, me and this guy. Like, hey, hiking, and he asked, yeah, what are your hobbies? And talked about hobbies back and forth, this and that. We seemed to have stuff in common, and so he just said, hey, sounds like we have stuff in common. Would you like to get together and get to know each other better? And I'm like, yeah, you know, because I definitely have said this in previous dating videos, like I'm just so over getting to know someone through Bumble and then meeting in real life and being like, oh, we actually don't mesh well. Are you guys angled a little too high? My apologies. I would just rather meet up, get the date done, and then if we do connect on some level, great. Now let's text and have a rapport through our phones. I just don't want to, I'm sick of wasting my time otherwise with, like I said, that guy that was interested and did want to meet me, and so I waste my time, you know, getting to know him. I shouldn't say waste my time, but you know what I mean, like putting time into getting to know him and being patient, and then I just like don't hear from him, and so I'm like, well, it feels like a waste, you know? So this is good. Like, we talked for like no time at all this past, I think it was Sunday, and then he asked, hey, are you busy next Saturday? And I said, I guess I am now. So, it's a quick turnaround, and hey. I don't know what that was. Either way, we're going on a date. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, I don't feel great. I've been like trying to, you know, figure out with my whole gallbladder thing, like what foods I can and can't eat, and like how often I can and should eat during a day, and how big should the meals be, blah, blah, blah. and I've been doing not so great with my choices the past couple of nights, and so it's just been, you know, waking up every single hour and being in crippling pain and just I'm so ready to just have this organ taken away from me. Please get it out. And granted, I know that it's gonna bring its own struggles having it out, but at least I won't have to worry about having a gallstone attack, because oh, it is unpleasant, and oh, it's been a while since I've had an actual good night's sleep. And I miss sleep. Restful sleep, I guess I should say. Whole sleep for half an hour or 45 minutes, and then be awake for an hour, hour and a half, and then go back to sleep for 45 minutes, half hour, and then be awake for an hour, hour and a half. Like, it's not good. It's just not. So, hopefully I can make better choices in general. I'm sure. I looked at the menu of the place that we're going to get dinner, and I think my choices are basically vegetables and bread. So I'll just have a lot of vegetables. But then there's that whole stigma, and I get nervous, I guess, that people are judgy when it comes to food. And I don't want him to think that I'm just like getting vegetables because I'm scared to like eat in front of people or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not good at eating in front of people unless they're like a good friend or family member, because there is that whole like stigma or whatever, like, oh, the fat girl's eating. Why? And it's just like, oh my god, I can't. And so it's not that I don't want to eat like real food when I'm on a date with him. I would really like to sleep tonight. So, we shall see anyways. It just seemed like a semi-meat-centric menu, which like is totally fine. Like, a lot of restaurants and stuff don't cater to vegetarians, and I don't expect any places to, because as a society we are a very meat-centric society here in America anyways. And I don't fit that demographic, and that's on me. But at least I know going in that he is not expecting a hookup, because I straight up said, asked if there was anything important he should know about me, or like any big things about me that he should know. Should I use a palette? I don't think I've used this palette yet. My Violet Voss palette. What, did I get this in a BoxyCharm? It looks like I've maybe used like a couple of the shadows, actually. Let's use this. I don't know, it's kind of speaking to me. What was I talking about though? Oh, so he asked if there was like anything he should like, you know about me. And I told him, I'm a pretty open book, honestly. So I don't think there's anything you really need to know, or that you won't find out by asking me, type of a thing. But I guess one thing that kind of turns a lot of people off is that I am a vegetarian. I'm not a nut about it, I'm not gonna bother you, but I just know that a lot of people don't like that and feel like they could never be with a vegetarian if they themselves are not a vegetarian. And he said, no, that's totally fine. Just so you know though, I am a meat eater and I eat a lot of meat, and I said, no, that's totally fine. What we all choose to eat is our choice. Obviously outside of like financial and where you live and that sort of a thing, but you know what I'm saying? And then I said, oh, and I guess another thing, because I have in my Bumble that it's set to only show me people who have it set to looking for a relationship, because there's also the choice that you can have it be, I don't know what I'm looking for, or I am looking for a hookup. So I would rather that was not what they were looking for, because I'm not going to give them that, and we would both go home unhappy, right? Well, so I said that too, because he had, that he's looking for a relationship on his profile, and so I just said, I guess another thing is that I don't do hookups, just so you know. Like, are you actually looking for a relationship like your profile says? Like, I guess we can just get this out of the way now. And he said that's totally fine, like he is actually looking for a relationship. And I said, oh, great. We are on the same page, it sounds like. At least in terms of those things and being an open book and blah blah blah, but I don't know, my friends, I just don't feel great today in terms of I'm really tired. My stomach is a little queasy. I don't know if that's just nerves or if that's just because of last night, but bleh, I really just want to sleep. So it's gonna be hard for me to like turn it on, you know? So I don't want to just like show up and be like, here's your first impression. I'm just like, hey, I'm tired. I'm just gonna sit here and complain about everything. Like, no, I'm obviously gonna try and make a good first impression. I forgot. I really wanted some lip balm. It's nice. So, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I really don't know much about this guy because we really haven't talked that much. But he's like been sending me messages, you know, like saying that he's excited. Oh, is it the weekend yet? Oh, blah. And I'm just like, that's nice. You know, to have a guy show interest and then actually like follow through with that interest, like, my standards are so high, you guys. I think that's so sad. I think that's so sad that like someone showing even a slight bit of consistency like gets me really excited. Oh my god. I don't know though. I don't know that there's too much else to report. I mean, a lot of you guys have said, you know, you'll find the one when you're not looking. And I know a lot of people do say that. But then there's also the people that like do find their person through looking. So I don't want to be like completely passive about the whole thing. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't really been looking lately, so maybe that's good, right? I think a lot of what's behind that is that, you know, if you're not looking, then you're not gonna make excuses to make the person right for you. You get what I'm saying? If you're really desperate or like you really want a relationship, whatever, and then you go on a date with somebody, then you're more apt to be like, oh yeah, that's not such a great thing about that person, but that's okay, like maybe blah blah blah. I've been guilty of this, don't get me wrong. Start off with brownie points down here, but if you're not really looking for your PIC, then you're more apt to be like, oh, that's a really crappy quality about that person, like that's kind of one of my deal breakers, so yeah, no excuses, that's just not okay. I also feel like, I was thinking about this, I don't know, maybe I'll do like a whole, like my worst Bumble dates, because I feel like in these dating videos, excuse you phone, where I'm like getting ready or whatever, and then getting unready, and I'm like talking about my night, like either the person I know knows about my, I mean, I guess it's rare that I would know that they're watching a video of mine about dating and that sort of a thing, but oh my gosh, consistency though! Like, that's so sweet to me! Like, messaged me saying we're getting close, and then like the little confetti popper emoji. It says, see you at the place we're meeting at the time we're meeting at. Ah! That's so nice to me. And at least in his pictures, he's super cute, like that's good. It's not a deal breaker for me, but hey, it's definitely an added bonus. I want to go into Are You Kidding Me purely because kitten, but I'm gonna go into bestie instead. I think this is more the look that I'm going for. I think, yeah, I'm really, sometimes I look back on these videos and I'm like, God, why was I so nice about that date? Or like, why was I so nice about the person? Like, am I really that scared they're gonna find this video and whatever else? Cause I've been way too nice about some of my dates and come back and like said, oh, you know, it's this and blah blah blah. No, some of these people, because then some of you in the comments are like, I don't know, he didn't sound that bad, blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, if I would have told you what actually happened or like the crazy bits that happened and I just left those bits out because I didn't want them to see it and be like, oh my god, she revealed my crazy, how dare she, I'm gonna come kill her. Like, paranoid delusions, I know, but okay, that's just how my brain works. So I don't know, I could do a whole video if you guys want of like creepy Bumble dates that were creepy. I feel like I've been on more mediocre / good dates than I have been on bad creepy dates, but I have enough bad creepy dates that I do think I could constitute a whole video on it. So I don't know, let me know. But so yeah, I don't know, I've got a good feeling going into this, but then again, I feel like I always have a good feeling going into a date because I obviously chose to go on a date with them. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm just gonna take it as it is. My nerves nerves are so up with my stomach acting up. I just don't like this sick to my stomach feeling. I don't think anyone does. But then with anxiety on top of that, I'm just like, oh, I'm a hurting unit. I don't actually know what I want my eyeshadow to look like. I don't want it to be too heavy or anything, but I feel like I've already kind of set that precedent. You guys always tell me that I say I'm going heavy and then I'm not. Well, anyways, okay, so I'm going into teddy bear down here. I know, you're like, Cassie, I thought you didn't want to go too heavy. I know, I don't! I'm sorry, you guys, this is just who I am. I cannot help that. I can only embrace it and know that I do the things I do and try and make adjustments where I see fit. But just don't know. How are you guys doing? How are you? When I'm filming this, we just had the Tati Beauty launch, so that was a thing. Trisha Paytas was on the H3H3 podcast, which to me was very exciting. Two of my favorite worlds colliding. What else exciting is happening? A lot of loose ends I've just been tying up in life lately. Like a lot of things where I'm like, oh yeah, I need to call this person, or oh yeah, I need to make a schedule a thing for this thing, but oh, it doesn't have to be done today, so I don't do it that day, and then it's just like, put it off, and I don't know, it just feels good that I haven't done that lately. I'm gonna allow myself to feel good about that. Because did I say I've been getting the things done lately? I think a lot of it has to do with this upcoming surgery, because I just don't want to have to think about anything getting out of surgery, you know? I want to just lay there and sleep. Yep, I feel stupid putting this primer paint pot on top of that other cream shadow, but like I said, I didn't actually know where I was going with this eye look until now. And even now, I'm not supremely confident with it, but it will be a look, and that will be that, I guess. What will be, isn't that a saying? Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm in a mostly good place in life. I've got a few things that are really stressing me out. And of course we're like getting to the holidays, which makes things stressful, and kind of the thought of like adding another person into my life right now is stressful. I would have to make time for this person, and I'm already having enough, not troubles, but I have other people that need to be scheduled in too, and this and that, and we'll see. But who knows, maybe this date won't go well and then I won't have to worry about it, right? So we'll just wait and see. There's no use stressing out over things that haven't happened yet and that are not guaranteed to happen. I think what I'm gonna do is half toffee, half glamping. Yeah. Ooh, it's a bit more orangey than I was expecting, but it's okay. I don't know, friends. I just get down on myself. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. But the truth of the matter is I just do. Like looking now, I'm like, I was really hoping that this thing would be healed by the time that this date rolled around. Because like I said, I don't have any big craters in my face. And then I look at that and I'm like, I do, or I did. And it's still healing. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I guess, hey, better he learns now than later that that's a thing that happens in my life. Is that I'm a picker. Hello, my name is Cassie. I have dermatillomania. It sucks, but I do, and I deal. Sometimes better than other times. What a nice, like, cranberry sunset I've created. I'm not mad at it anyways. And I think I'm gonna go in with a little wine and dine here, because that's kind of what's happening tonight. I actually don't know that I'm gonna be drinking at all, because like I said, my stomach is feeling all sorts of ways, so it might be a water and dine kind of a night, but, you know, that doesn't rhyme like wine and dine does. So I'm just gonna floof that out a little bit with cranberry splash. Inner corner highlight with ploof. I think ploof. I take that back. I'm gonna go in with crystal. Yeah, good choice. Can't decide. I mean, I guess like we've come this far, I may as well do some eyeliner and mascara, of course. Alright, so I just got done doing that, used some Urban Decay in the waterline, did some eyeliner, mascara. I'm not mad at the look. It's pretty, right? Is it too much? I'm gonna go light on the lips. I'm just using my Dior Lip Maximizer, this little tiny baby sample. I love these. Just a clear gloss slash lip balm that transforms. Mood ring for your lips. It's minty, slightly cooling. Don't have to worry about the fade on it. So crazy to think in an hour I will be there. So I'm gonna go occupy myself for a few minutes and then I'll get dressed with you guys and woo, then I will get going. Haven't gotten to the point where I have brought my camera on a date yet, but you know, never say never. I really hope it never gets to that point. Closet time. I feel like I tend to wear dresses on dates. I don't know, I just feel comfortable in them. Kind of thinking though, this is kind of like a shirt dress. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that with some leggings and some socks. I guess these fell out. Maybe that was the right decision. I was kind of thinking about these ones though. Is this guy really going to be paying attention to my socks that are going to mostly be hidden under my boots? You never know. Alright, solid choices, I hope and think. This might be the only way I can really get you a shot, but here's the shirt on me. It's pretty plain, I guess you could say, but it's a nice olivey green color. It's got little pockets, it's got like a chiffon and a like silky layer, I guess. It's probably supposed to just be a shirt, but it's long enough that I can wear it as a dress. For jewelry, I have not been able to stop wearing this necklace. My aunt slash godmother gave this to me many years ago and I just love it. It was originally from Anthropology, but it's just like all these little rings. Looks like a moon to me. And then the chain. I guess I could actually like show you the actual chain instead of the reflection. It's just like cat hair mixed with a metal and string. No, I just like it. Let's get some texture in my hair, yeah? Some living proof, full, dry, volume blast. Plus it smells delicious. So much better. We'll tame this down. But fellow thin-haired, fine-haired people, you know, we just want a little extra volume, okay? A little extra sassy. Oh, I'm gonna puke. Feel like I'm going to puke. Oh, nerves. So fun. Socks, socks, socks. I love the fall and winter because I can wear my socks. And boots, boots, boots. My favorite is boots. One of the best thrift finds ever. Boop, boop. Or should I say, boots, boots. Perfume. Do I go with a classic? I kind of want to do Twinkle. I feel good about this choice, I think. Yeah. Yummy. Look at this baby. Hi. Wish me luck. Says, yeah, I really don't care. Just let me sleep.
And what about you? Do I get luck? Yes. This is not a toy. Someone gave that to us, you know. Do I get luck? Oh, is that why you pulled out the maneki neko? For luck for me? Oh, I'm sorry. I misinterpreted.
2 hours later.
I just don't know. We're back from whence we came. I don't know, you guys. I mean, we hung out and things for a couple hours. I just think that I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know, and he kind of was giving off the feeling that he wasn't feeling it either, but then he like said he wanted to meet up again and do something else and like was thinking of places and like decided we should play pool and like all this stuff, and I'm just like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't be opposed to hanging out with him again. I just, there were some things in his story that didn't quite seem to line up. Like, he said he was a family person and was really close to his family, but then the things that he revealed tonight made it sound like that was not the case. Just a couple remarks that he made that, I don't know, maybe I'm reading things wrong, you know, maybe he doesn't feel the way that I'm rating him to feel, you know? He was really intense. How about that? I'll say that much. I think he might be a little too intense for me. There was also kind of a lot of complaining on his end, which, like, all right, I get it, you know, but we're just meeting. Like, let's not talk about the things we hate in life. Like, let's talk about things that bring us joy. Yeah? I don't know. I just don't know. And you know, I think it's okay not to know. I think it's okay not to know. How about this? If he contacts me, we can talk. But I'm not going to contact him. How's that for an answer? Yeah. I don't know. He also seemed a little, like, too focused on money. It seemed like, I don't know, like maybe his happiness stems from money. Which is fine. Like, I think we all, to an extent, like money, you know? It can lead to a more comfortable lifestyle, but at one point he said something along the lines of, like, being rich is the goal. And I'm like, no. Not for me anyways. Like, I just wanna, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't wanna be broke for the rest of my life, but the end goal for me is not being rich. The end goal for me is being comfortable and happy. Comfortable to me doesn't mean that I can go and sit on a yacht all day and blah blah blah. It means different things to different people. Okay, well. Fun times. Alright, my friends, hello, good evening, we are here. I have face masked and all of that for the evening. I'm ready to go to bed. I just don't know. While I was talking earlier and taking my makeup off, I got a message from said date, and he said he, you know, had a really great time, he really wants to see me again, and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, I feel bad, because I don't, like, I feel like I should be excited to see him again, right? And I don't think I am. And I know a lot of you say that, you know, you're married now, and when you and your husband first went on a date, it was awful, but you're glad you gave him a second chance, because now he's the love of your life, and I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that worked out for some of you that way. And that you were able to meet your person. I don't know. I feel like there should be some sort of a spark or some kind of a rapport, banter, whatever you're gonna wanna say, and I just wasn't feeling it. And now I feel bad because apparently he was feeling it, but I'm so confused about that because I felt like on the date there were just certain times where I felt like, you know, he would ask me a question and then I would go to answer, or like I would start to add something on to like one of his stories, or, you know, I would just have something related to talk about, and it just felt like he was uninterested, or he looked like he was uninterested. So I thought he didn't have a good time, and then, like said, these messages are telling me otherwise. I just felt like he would rather listen to himself talk than a 50-50, if that makes sense. I don't know. I kind of came to the conclusion that he was like a mix of Ned Flanders from The Simpsons and then a motivational speaker. I just don't think we're a fit. Just don't think we're a fit. So I think it'll be better if I just rip the band-aid off instead of doing it slow. Yeah? I should just say, hey, it's not gonna happen. Right? I don't know. I feel so bad. And I know I shouldn't feel bad. It's not fair to him to like lead him on or whatever, but I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted. But I think in my conflict I have my answer type of a thing. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll see how it goes, you guys. Maybe I just feel like it's going too fast. Like, we just met, it's a Saturday, he wants to see me on Tuesday, and in my head I'm like, that's so soon, but then in my head I'm like, well, my last relationship last year, you know, I saw him on a Sunday afternoon, and we met up on a Tuesday afternoon again after that, so like, I feel like I wouldn't feel like it's going too fast if it was someone I was actually interested in. Right? I think too much. I think I need to just like listen to my heart and what my heart is saying. I also just think I have a lot on my plate right now, just like with me. And I think I was saying this earlier, you know, I just don't know that I have time, that I want to make time to have someone else in my life like that, you know, that wants to see me multiple times a week. Oh, God. And then I'm just like, God, am I a horrible person? I don't know. I don't know, my friends. I think I just want to go to bed and sleep. I think that's my main takeaway, is that I'm ready for bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I feel like it was a bit of a downer of a date get ready with me. It shouldn't have been. I just feel like maybe I'm stressed and maybe it's like coming out of me in my video form. It must not have been coming out on the date if he wants to see me again. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video somehow, or took something away from it, or I don't know. I just hope you guys enjoyed. You can let me know, and let me know if you're in any similar dating situations or whatever down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below. Become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye/good night.
Ooh.
I went to this club, right?